everyone. So before we get into transformations, which is what we're going to be focusing on today and tomorrow, I first want to go over the graph that you looked at last Friday before spring break. So here was a graph of a rational function, and it says that in January, the windows in room 203 were left open overnight and the heat was off. At 5 a.m., the heat turned on, but one window remained open. The graph represents the temperature in room 203 since 5 a.m. So it tells us that x equals 0 means 5 a.m. So this would be 5 a.m. 5 hours later would be 10 a.m. 5 hours later would be actually 3 p.m. and so on. So we would just keep adding 5 hours. X represents the number of hours since 5 a.m. D represents the temperature in degrees. So then on my x-axis, I would label this hours since 5 a.m. And then on the y-axis, this would be temperature in degrees Fahrenheit. So as you look at this, at 5 a.m., which is really when x equals 0, it looks like it was about 5 degrees Fahrenheit in room 203. And then as the heat kicks in and it starts to warm up, it gets warmer and warmer and warmer, and then really kind of starts to level out. Well, if you look really closely, it looks like it's leveling out at about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And also note that it says that one of the rooms remains open. So while it gets closer and closer to that 70 degrees Fahrenheit, we don't ever actually reach 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Just a few questions then. So one question asked what was the y-intercept. So it should have been 0, 5. So 0 being 5 a.m. and then 5 being 5 degrees Fahrenheit. It also asked when does the temperature reach 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So if I look along that y-axis, 40 degrees Fahrenheit would be right about here, and that should have been about 3 p.m. So that was 10 hours after 5 a.m. What else? I think the other question asked what was the temperature after 5 hours, so that would have been 25 degrees Fahrenheit, or 10 a.m. would have been 25 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's all.